3, 2, 1.
Dun, 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 dun. Happy Election Day, everybody. Welcome back, kids and coaches. My name is Caden Niemoff, and we have Jordan Briones here for your favorite podcast. But, without getting too deep into things, all right, it is Election Day. Make sure you guys go out and vote. This guy already has. I will have an update for you guys later. And, we're voting on our next presidential, person here. It's
an important thing.
It is a very important thing.
And the only reason why we bring it up, Caden, is because we're randomly filming this on Election Day. So, hey.
Yeah, right. No, literally. I just thought I'd start out the video like that because it's Election Day. So
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Briones Pickleball Podcast. And obviously, this is not about politics.
Nope.
This is about pickleball.
Bang.
And we are going to be talking a lot about a lot of different things today. I have some fun segments in there. Stick around to a really good story by Caden at the end. And also, we're going to be obviously going over a weekly tip and things like that. But before that, let's get an update, Caden. What you been up to?
Not too much. Just, on the pickleball grind daily. One thing that I was actually thinking about, do you have a rapper name?
A rapper name?
Yeah, like if you were a rapper?
No, is this a common thing that Gen Zs have?
No, but you should have one. And I think, honestly, I was thinking about yours. I think yours should be Lil Boba.
Ooh, Little Bobes, bro.
Little Bobes? You like that? I mean, I think it fits perfectly. It fits naturally. Mine is Captain Nemo.
Captain Nemo?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
All right. But, yeah, I just thought I'd ask you that really quickly. But, my life, pretty basic, pretty nonchalant, just loving life, playing pickleball all the time,
nice.
Hanging out with great people. Scraping my knee in, pro exhibitions and whatnot. It's
Oh, are you? Wait, which exhibition or what?
I did a pro exhibition for Center Court recently. I did it it was on Saturday. They just opened up their second location in Glendale.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you come to Arizona, Center Court is
Center Court Pickleball, top tier indoor pickleball facility.
Yeah.
That has now 2 locations.
Awesome. Also, the Pickler just opened in Scottsdale.
Did they really? Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of indoor options, folks, here in Arizona. If you do love pickleball and you want to retire or just move to a place with a lot of pickleball, Arizona's a great place.
Yeah. I'm actually doing the grand opening for the Pickler as well.
Oh, the one in Tempe.
Yeah. That sounds right. But it's actually on the last day of our 5-day intensive. So
speaking of
5-day intensive,
5-day intensives,
another one.
Why don't you click the link below if you want to come and train with Caden and I for a full week, for 5 days in a row.
Yeah,
with the same players at your level.
A lot of hours with me and Jordan.
We would love to see you. We have a couple dinners thrown in there. Get to know you very, very well. Just really quick, Caden. So just favorite thing about 5 days. Just one thing you really appreciate as a coach from the coach's view. Honestly,
the connection.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's super cool about the 5 days is obviously, I mean, there's so much that could go wrong in 5 days, but I feel like we've never really had that situation. I feel like every person we've had has been absolutely amazing. And so, just getting to know these people, not only as pickleball players, but also as friends. There are just so many people that come into, these intensives, and I'm like, geez, I would literally hang out with this person, even though they're 50 years old and live in Atlanta, I mean.
Or 30 years old, live in New York.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You think?
Well, or 70 years old and lives in California.
I mean, just maybe, right? Yeah. So I don't know. Just getting to know these players over over 5 days is really cool because especially the people that we have, they end up reaching out, not only just say hi or to ask me questions, but also just to cheer me on and support me in my pro career as well. So
that is cool, man. That is cool. Yeah, if you are interested in signing up and training with Caden and I for a full 5 days, 12 players at your skill level, check the link in the description below, everyone. We'd love to see you there.
We're already planning for next year, guys. We plan on seeing you.
Yep. We have only, I think, 1 or 2 spots for January, February, but we have more coming in later on in the year, 2025. So make sure you sign up.
Yep.
Next, pickleball tip of the week, Caden.
Bang, bang, bang.
So
start us off.
Oh, I'm starting us off.
Yeah,
okay.
You start us off.
So I'm going to bring up a topic and want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
But I write weekly emails. If you're not on our email list, you can kind of get on it by clicking various links in the description below. But this past email that I sent out, I really had to talk about the benefits of actually maximizing and working on your serve. Okay, so at any level you are,
it's the first email you've sent like that, huh?
Huh?
Is that the first email that you've sent?
I mean, I've sent hundreds of emails out, right?
Okay.
But and every topic is a little bit different.
Yep.
I talk through tips. I talk through different things. But in this specific one, not to get too involved in the technique. If you want extra information, make sure you sign up on our list. But just the idea of improving and how important it is to, there's a lot of things to work on in your game. Obviously, drops, counters, resets. There's a lot of important things, but just working on your serve alone can actually just put you at a huge advantage right off the bat. I just want to get your thoughts on that, Caden. What you've done over the years to maybe work on your serve, and how valuable do you think it is at 3-0, 4-0, 5-0?
Yeah, I think enhancing your serve is limitless for skill level. I mean, even at the pro level, you see guys who, I mean, for example, I want to say months ago, maybe even last year, we were talking about how James Ignatowicz could hit his serve if he really wanted to. And if he decided to hit his serve, that would give him so many free points. And look at him now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's now hitting his serve. And I saw him ace a person this year. I saw him win so many freaking free points off of his serve. So no matter what skill level you are, always practice your serve. Always try and make it better. I think the grind of changing your serve can be a lot for a lot of players, but that doesn't mean you can't make it better. Spend your time practicing and spend your time playing rec games and practice games to work on that serve and make it better in every single way possible, and every single person has their own way of doing it. So, obviously it might not look the cleanest, but if it's effective, then it's effective, so that's what you want.
Yeah. The other thing I talked about in that email, Caden, was kind of the preferred serve. Now, there's different serves that you can hit, right? There's, you can 100%. Throw a lob serve in there once in a while, some side spin. But what are we seeing at the pro levels, and why is it really important to have the serve that most players hit with, and what would that be?
Yeah, well, I think a very common thing that I find especially when we're teaching is the amateur level likes to kind of mix up serves because it can mess with their opponents. And I don't disagree with that, but also at the same time, as you get higher in level, a lob serve or a slice serve is not going to be as effective as a topspin serve. So at the pro level, you see a lot of kind of flat, deep, hard serves, or you find heavy topspin.
Yes.
Bouncing deep at the baseline, kind of bouncing up into your body. So, definitely topspin is the move once you get to that highest level. But how you decide to hit it, I know like Augie Ga, good buddy of mine, he likes to have a little bit more loop in his serve. Craig Johnson likes to have a little bit more loop in his serve. Riley Newman likes to have a little bit more loop in his serve. And then you have guys like Pessa. Pessa likes to serve deep and hard, and maybe not a ton of spin, but it's coming at you very, very straight,
kind of like a Dekel bar ass. I would say his is more flat.
Yeah, Dekel's is more flat, flat and hard, right? And doesn't have huge bounce, right? But that big bounce can be kind of off-putting for a lot of people. So to each their own, but it is vastly overlooked.
Yeah. Yeah, so improving the quality, again, it sets, not to get too much into it because we can talk about this a long time, but the serve really sets up and kind of dictates the rest of the point because, the weaker your serve is, the returns are a lot easier. Now you're dealing with deeper thirds. And I do listen to, shout out to James Ignatowicz. I listen to his podcast every once in a while. He has some really good thoughts. And one of the things that, he harps on, it's funny because he talks about the serve quite often, which he wasn't a big server before. Mm-hmm. But again, it's not just, we're not going for aces, those kinds of things, which it could be possible or plausible. We're really not even going for, at high levels, a return error, even though we may get them.
Yep.
And that's a big thing. But anything short, any advantage that we can get, any return that we can get that's in that mid-court just makes our lives a lot easier.
100%.
So
100%. And the serve sets up the third. And so if you're not going for your serve, you're probably going to be making your life a lot harder to get to that kitchen line once the point is started. So
all right.
Put things into perspective.
Well, there you go. Pickleball tip of the day. Before we get into the next thing, Kaden, any, I don't know, where do you want to go from here, man?
No, I had a tip, and it's funny that you brought up the serve because mine was actually on the return. So,
and that's a perfect pairing there.
We're yin and yang, baby. Yin and yang. Lil Boba and Captain Nemo coming at you. Just throwing bars at you. But
on the yin and yang though, and we're gonna get into it, but I want to hear your tip, Kaden. But nowadays, let me tell you, Kaden, back in the day when we first started playing, we did not need to really practice our return. That was not really a thing.
I don't think anyone practiced serves or returns.
It was a pretty slow game back then.
The only time you ever practiced serves and returns was if you were just like playing skinny singles.
Yeah, but even then, it's like we weren't even like practicing.
But right, you're not practicing the serve and the return. But that's the only time we really actually did. Isn't that kind of nuts?
It's nuts. Now that the game has changed, technology has changed, strategy has changed. So, Kaden, what is your tip on returning? And let's just get into it.
Yeah, just set time away for practicing returns. I think the biggest thing is we look at the return as just a part of the point, but it's the second shot of the point. So, if you really want to start your points off on the right foot as a returner, you really have to emphasize and put deep thought into your return. Because if you're not, I promise you, you're going to be making yourself and making your life a lot more difficult than it needs to be. So, focus on. It doesn't have to be hard. It just has to be deep, right? I mean, now of course everyone is different, right? But you don't have. There's really no such thing as a perfect return, right? I would say. I mean, there is. There's a perfect return. There's
ideal returns, but
to do that 100% of the time is crazy.
Yeah. What I would say is a slow.
Yeah.
Deep serve. Return. Slow, deep return is way better than a fast, short return.
100%.
So depth is key.
Yeah, depth is the key for sure. But put some time and love into the return, man. Bring it back. Bring back the greatness of the return.
There you go. And a little quick, not an argument, but just a thought here, Kaden. What would you rather have? Would you rather have a strong, like the best serve ever and weak returns, or the best returns ever and weak serves? I have a thought on this, and basically the reason why I phrase it this way, I'm trying to like figure out, if people were practicing their game, what would give them the best bang for their buck, or does it depend?
I think you have to go big serve and maybe some weaker returns. Only because
really, we're gonna have to talk about this one.
Only because I think it's harder to work from third to kitchen. I think it's harder to work from third, like from the third shot to getting to the kitchen line. I think it's harder to get there than it is to just hit a weaker or hit a really strong return and get the side out, but then have my serve be weak and getting pushed back on the thirds all the time.
Okay, here's my thought process.
I'm thinking points.
Okay, I'm thinking great, and I'm thinking the flip side. So we're on the same.
You're saying no points for them.
Yeah. Well, here's mine. I can have the weakest serve possible, and we've seen Colin, we've seen Tyler Leung at some point, players like that, Matt Wright, who don't give a lot on it. But if you can get in, and you can use a third shot drive, you can get in. Now, on the flip side, especially at amateur play,
and that's kind of where I was thinking.
If you have a weak return, points will rack up.
For sure.
At least for if you are below 5-0, I do what Kaden and I are saying here is both are super important.
Yeah.
But the return is going to cost you so many points.
100%. Hold on, I gotta grab something real quick to show you.
Okay. Oh, there. Kaden just left the building. Everyone. Kaden's grabbing something. But again, everyone, practice your serves, practice your returns. It could not be undervalued of how important it is to practice both of those things. Caden's getting a prop right now, and he will be back very soon. Comment below right now if you rather have a big serve and a weak return, or a big return and a weak serve. Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm you.
Bro, you look like Colin Johns right now.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that throws that down the drain. That throws down that.
All right, put it back on. Put it back on. So what if you're listening to this only? Caden just put on some sports glasses, and what is going on here, Caden?
So these are protective eyewear glasses that Yola just came out with.
Oh. Nice.
I can't lie to you. I wouldn't say I love the way they look on me, but hey, they're protective eyewear. We've had a segment before where we've talked a little bit about, is eyewear necessary? I said it's not something I do because most of the time these glasses look weird on me.
Yeah. Let's take the hat off and let's really see what it looks like.
Wait, I can't do that because I have hat hair. So
okay, there you go, backwards.
That looks even dumber. Okay. Anyways, here's the
So what are you saying here, Kaden? Because we haven't talked about this. Are you starting to
so I actually
experiment with eyewear, or what's going on?
I just played like a practice session for the first time wearing these.
Wow. Okay.
And I can't lie, they actually didn't bug me.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool because I've put them on before and I've tried to play with them, and honestly, I've just never been able to really find a pair where I was like, oh yeah, like these fit my face well, and they don't really hinder my play.
Okay.
But also, that being said, I feel like if you look at me dead in the eyes right now, you can't look at me straight and say that I look cool. Right? I feel a little bit like a nerd, honestly. I feel like you. I feel like a loser.
Wow, Kaden.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I asked my sister what she thought. And of course, nothing positive comes out of that girl's mouth. So,
Caden's very self-conscious, everyone. Hopefully, you've come to know that. All right.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys write something nice about me and these glasses in the comment sections? It would really just boost my feelings. And
if you can do the opposite, that would be great.
No, don't do that because then I'll literally never put these on again.
All right.
Ever.
Well, Caden, let me ask you this: have you had any? You've been playing a long time. You've been playing pro. You spent a lot of hours on the court. How many close calls have you had? Have you had any? That's been really close to a little attack at your eye or anything like that.
I think the closest call I've had was I had one tournament in March. I want to say I was playing APP Sacramento Open. I was playing against Eric Lang, and that's when he had like those mods, and no one else had him except for the YOLO players. And Eric's strategy then was like, I have the best paddle in the game, which he did, and he does. But he was like, I'm going to just hit things at 1,000,000 miles per hour at the body and see if they can handle it. And of course, that's a pretty good strategy. And he hit one, and it like ricocheted off my partner's paddle, and it like went straight into my, like right below my eye. Actually, had a little bit of little bit of a black eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Eric gave me a little hickey on the cheek, man. It was bad. But no, I mean, I just iced it up for 10 minutes, took my little medical timeout. And it really wasn't even that bad. Like I used to play baseball, man. I used to get hit by baseball.
But bro, that's a close call, bro.
But that is a close call, and so I've been contemplating it, but I just haven't been able to find a pair. Yola came out with these. I was like, you know what? I'll give them a shot. And honestly, I have nothing but good things to say about them now.
Okay, all right.
I'll be straight up. Like, I mean, if I don't like them, I wouldn't wear them. But I'm trying to wear them because they're honestly not that bad. Hey. They're not that heavy. Like, look, you try them on. Don't stretch them out though with your big ass.
I'll try them on later. But you know what? Hey, you know what? Consider eye protection, everybody. This game's getting faster. Paddles are getting hotter. Consider wearing eye protection.
Not a bad play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear my hat.
Or work on your attacking and volleys. Huh? Which brings us to the next thing. Check out our Attack Masterclass, everybody. Go to attackmasterclass.com for a free attacking masterclass. The more you can attack your opponents, in theory, the less you will get attacked. So, hey, maybe you don't have to worry about your eyes so much.
Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just work on those counters.
Yeah, and those offensive dinks. Mm-hmm. But check it out. Go to attackmasterclass.com. It's a little plug there. Next, we are going to just a quick little serve or swerve section here. Okay, there's only a few.
All right,
there's only a few. For those haters out there, don't like the segment. You know what? Hey, we're working on it.
Grow up.
Okay. All right, serve or swerve, everybody.
Augie always tells me whenever I tell him I don't like something, he's always just like, grow up, dude. I told him I didn't like tomatoes one time. He's like, dude, grow up. So if you don't like this segment, serve and swerve, grow up, as Augie Go would say.
All right. Number 1.
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Increase non-volley zone line to 8 feet. Serve or swerve. Wow. Okay. Swerve for the both of us. I actually kind of want to, you know what we should do? Comment below, and we're going to talk about this, but dude, I would love to play a game with the 8-foot kitchen line and see what would change. Just see.
It would be cool. But that would be expensive just to experiment with that.
Just put a tape. I guess down,
you
dude.
Could put tape down. But no, that's stupid, man. That would just slow the game down.
Okay. Do you think that would be the main effect if the kitchen line was
there would be more dinking.
So more dinking. Okay.
All
right. So
and
next,
that's fine and all, but
all right. Decrease kitchen line to 6 feet. Oh, here we go. Serve or swerve. No, definitely
swerve.
That would be tough.
That'd be really.
That would be tough.
That'd be like too close. And then I'm really getting to wearing eyeglasses.
All right. So serve or swerve. No rules on the serve. Here we go. Swerve. Okay, Kaden. Do tell, man. And I kind of want to. Maybe there's a caveat here. What does no rules mean? But what does that mean to you? Why swerve on a no rules?
Well, if there's no rules, people are just gonna be serving overhead.
Okay. All right.
So that'd be kind of wild.
It'd be a different game.
It would be like deckle serving.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So ready. Serve or swerve. No limits on paddle power and pop.
Oh, shoot.
All right, I'm gonna go swerve. Interesting, Kaden. You being on the tour with the poppiest paddle in the market.
Well, yeah.
So why don't you?
There's still a limit. It's still under the limit.
Why don't you? Okay, so where is that? Or what? What's
still following the rules?
The rules could change, though. That's a problem.
Okay, well, if the rules change, then we gotta change it again. But no, man.
So you're not in. You're really not are in favor of actually being more powerful than it is right now.
Yeah, I think where we're at now is
it would be serve. It would be no limit on power.
No, because there's still a limit. It's not like Yola was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do what we want. Yola still, Yola still had to
guys
meet standards, and they did that. So
Nice.
YOLA's doing great. I think you're a little jealous right now. That's okay.
I think Caden's a biased here.
No. I am a big follower of rules, but also that being said, like.
So this is the question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? Rules can get expanded. Dude, the question was, should we limit power on paddles?
Okay.
So the rules could just get nullified and just zero rules. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with the paddles getting extremely faster and zero rules? Serve or swerve?
Fine, whatever.
Okay, so why? So there is a limit then.
I think there should be a limit.
Okay.
I think there should be a limit. I still say, kind of this, but maybe I'm like both. I think there should be a limit, but I think I think what YOLA has right now, I think everybody is just mad at YOLA because their sponsors don't have it.
Okay. Well, we'll have to,
and that's fine, but like,
hey, we're voting today. I'm going to let you know who I'm voting for. I'm voting for equal opportunity in paddles. Okay. That's what I'm voting for. All right, bro.
Same, bro. Same.
Say your shit. He's over here with the YOLA paddle. All right.
Equal opportunities.
Server swerve, rally scoring for good. Like basically in professional pickleball. Man, this is a tough one. This is tough. I'm just going to do it. Here we go. Server swerve. Oh, this was a hard one, I think, for both of us.
Yeah.
So do we want to see the sport of pickleball forego regular scoring? And for good, for TV, for just pickleball in general. So why swerve?
I say swerve only because I don't know. I'm not in love with rally scoring. I just think it makes pickleball a little bit more tight, not as entertaining. But it's the one thing I will say is, as an instructor, teaching like beginners how to score would be night and day easier.
Yeah.
I think when I was working at Legacy and I was teaching like brand new beginners how to play pickleball, and I had to teach them scoring, I literally would dedicate one whole hour to it because it was just that confusing for some. So traditionally, my heart goes here as a player.
That's true.
As an instructor, I would for sure say
that's actually good. Yeah. Comment below if you like rally scoring versus regular scoring. But yeah, I kind of see that, Kaden.
Mm-hmm.
The person in me, wants to swerve on the rally scoring.
Mm-hmm.
But what's interesting is another thing is we've been in this game so long and we're so used to it, and I can see why people who have been in the game longer than me, longer than 10 years, have like really rooted their roots. And I do get how, man, regular scoring really is a different game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want it that way, and I mean I see it, I love regular scoring, but again, as you said, working with people, and also, I don't know, having every point really intentional, you can the games will be closer.
Yep.
Games will be closer. We're seeing that in MLP. Here's a question, Caden.
Okay.
As we wrap up this segment, that was the last one, but what would you train differently? Would your training be different right now if APP and PPA went to rally scoring? This is actually an interesting question. I want to get your feedback. Like, would your skills, like, would anything change strategy wise if everything moved to rally?
I don't know if I would change anything crazy that that I already do, but I definitely know I would have to cut down on the errors for sure. Like, you have to kind of tighten things up. You have to be a little bit smarter about the trigger pulls. That being said, do you, and this is what I do, by the way, a little bit, I think it's a little bit consciously but subconsciously, does that mean though you go for a little bit more risk on your serve than not your serve? Or is that just a because you're saying like if it went to rally scoring, you would
play a little different. That's kind of what you're saying. So what do you think?
It is a little bit different. I think you still have to go for like your serve and your return and things like that. I just think you definitely, I think you have to be a little bit more consistent all around.
Yeah.
Because if you miss a ball in transition, it's not like your partner's like, okay, sorry, first server, now second server. As soon as you miss that ball in transition, you're giving that ball back to serve.
Yeah.
Right. So, you definitely have to be like locked in 24/7. You really can't slack off at all.
Yeah.
Full focus has to be there. I just think it's a little bit different of a game. I don't think everyone can handle it. I definitely I haven't played a ton of rally scoring, but the few times that I have had to play rally scoring, like I honestly I enjoy it because it really locks me in. I'm like, okay, every point matters.
Yeah.
I want to win this game 21-0. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it is harder though. It is harder. Like it's hard to like make a dumb mistake and then just like be ready to return and get after it again. So
yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a good one to test, everyone. Yeah. If you guys
both out.
Yeah, if you're trying both out, if you are playing and practicing right now and you only play regular scoring, which most of the world does, try some rally scoring out. Leave a comment below what your thoughts were, and it'd be interesting to see what
rally or regular.
Yeah,
down below.
Rally or regular. Okay, so before we get, there's huge PPA. What do we call it? The big nationals?
PPA Worlds.
Yeah, Worlds.
Big nationals.
It basically is a big nationals, but we got the pros competing at nationals this week. This week, and we're gonna go over the draws really quick. For those of you who follow pro, and actually the what can we call it? The pickleball nationals, the regular nationals is happening here in Arizona. Margaritaville Nationals is happening here in Arizona. Woo woo! Hey, shout out AZ if you're coming to the Nationals here in Arizona. Leave a comment below.
Hopefully, we'll see you there.
Caden, are you? Maybe we'll see you around.
Yeah,
I don't know if we'll see you there, but we'll see you around for sure. Yeah. So, anything to bring up there, and we'll go through the draws here, Caden, and see what we see.
No, I skipped out on Worlds. Still not a huge Texas person. Also, I was there like 3 weeks ago, so didn't need to make another trip out there.
Is it in Texas?
It is in Texas.
In the same Dallas area?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I heard it was already raining yesterday, so all play got moved inside. So it's just another tournament, another tournament of rain.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
All right. Hey, well, we're gonna go through the draws really quick, and then we're gonna wrap up here. Shorter podcast today. It's election day, everyone.
Yeah.
It's election day. Make sure you go out and vote, and also let's get into it. Next on the list here. Let's go through some of the teams here, and again, this is gonna be really interesting because we have some different matchups here. So Ben and Colin John's obviously the number 1 seed. So, but I do think this draw is very interesting. CJ Klinger and Kwong Dwong, and CJ actually just moved here to Arizona.
Yeah,
Gaten. So maybe one of your drilling partners now.
Oh yeah.
Also with Augie, and we have a lot of good top tier pros here. So really cool stuff. So that's an interesting matchup. And
100%.
If we just look at this, they get a bye, right? So we'll just look at all that.
It's so funny. James and Christian, all I see is them beefing, and then they partner up together. It makes no sense.
Yeah, they've done that already, though. But
yeah.
James Ignatowicz, Christian Alshon, really, really interesting. Dude, if there was an upset to happen, bro, CJ and Kwong, bro. That's so...
Dude, especially if it's raining and they have to play indoors.
Bro, that's such a dynamic team. I mean, you meet just us talking. off the pod about CJ's just consistency and just how good he's gotten. And Kwang Duong, man, he has gotten good. He has gotten good really quickly.
Ryan Sherry and Yates Johnson, huh?
Interesting matchup there. We got DJ and Callan. Oh, that's a little throwback team right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you can't count them out. Pablo Tejas and Duckle Bar. I think that's a fairly good team.
That is a good team.
Todd Fott and AJ Kohler. AJ, haven't been seeing him around too much. But good team as well.
Jaume and Tyson.
Jaume and Tyson, obviously a good team. They've made it to the finals, at least on one. Oh, Augie. We got the Augie Guh and Julian Arnold. Interesting.
Yep.
I know
Julian and Augustus.
they played one. Obviously, we get the Dylan and JW, Hunter, Johnson, Rafa Hewitt. That's a pretty electrifying team. I mean, I guess anyone who's on
actually
Hewitt's
Craig
team.
and Pesa almost beat Rafa and Hunter in Las Vegas. So we'll see how they do.
This is new, Caden. Riley and Hayden. Okay, so Riley Newman and Hayden Patrickin, bro.
Yeah.
So Hayden would be playing the right? No, probably.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Interesting.
We will find out.
Team there, and then shout out to Connor Garnett. He's been on our channel before. He just texted me the other day, actually.
Oh yeah. What do you want? A little pickle tickle or something?
No, nothing related to it. We were just texting. But Connor, shout out to you, man. And Tyler Leung, another great team. We've seen them do really, really well.
Yeah.
And Matt Wright and Federico. Dude, this is stacked, bro.
Yeah.
We got Matt Wright, Federico, Pesa, and Craig. Wow, they made it. They got a bye there.
Yeah, man.
Whoa, over Colin Schick and Jack Sock?
Yeah.
Wow. And then Andre and Gabriel Tardio, Andre Diascu. Wow.
Yeah, man.
And then Rettenmeyer and Navratil.
Yep.
Man, this is
crazy, huh?
This is gonna be a good one,
right?
So the what is it? Lapipasti, bro.
Lapiplasti.
Yeah. But anyways, everyone, that's if you're keeping up with the PPA, I think regular scoring, this PPA is gonna be a good one, man.
Yep.
This PPA.
No
Let's pick our top three. Caden, I'm just gonna go with it. I don't know if I should go really crazy on this or not, but
go like one guarantee pick.
The guarantee, I gotta go. Okay, so Colin and Ben.
That's not even gonna be my guarantee pick.
It's not guaranteed, but you know what?
If they play indoors.
You're right. So I'm going to go conservative on it, though. I'm going to go Ben and Colin to the final. And then I'm going to go who's going to be playing them. It's just so tough.
Wow.
But maybe we go, I don't know, man.
Dude, that's crazy,
Dude,
bro.
it's either going to be
Wait,
Riley Newman, Hayden Patrickin, or Matt Wright and Federico.
Go up again. Go up one more time.
It's just really, really tough here. Sorry.
Oh my God, dude.
Sorry if you're listening to this and you can't see it.
Dude, that's crazy. You got Colin Ben, CJ Kwong, James Christian,
it's crazy.
Pablo Deckel, Tyson Jaume, and Julian and Augie all on one side of the bracket.
Yeah.
That's freaking nuts. And then on the other side, you got James, J-Dub and Dylan.
You got Riley and Hayden,
Connor and Tyler, Matt and Fed.
That's just, it's
Craig
crazy.
and Pesa, Andre and Gabe.
Yeah, it's just an unbelievable draw. I'm gonna definitely be watching this week.
Oh, dude, Chuck and Onik are playing together. Those are like two of like my favorite dudes that are not Arizona guys in pickleball.
Hey man, yeah, Chuck Taylor, shout out to you, man.
And then we got an AZ round first round matchup. Casey Diamond, Max Freeman. They actually made it to a quarters in Virginia Beach, but Max and Casey beat Tyler and Jaume, and then beat one more other team I want to say, but I can't remember who. But they're playing Sam Angelo and Ryan Fu.
You just sent me the men, so
yeah.
Okay.
So I was just thinking of like brackets I would have played. Sorry.
All right. Well, we'll have
that
to.
Deep into
sorry, everybody. Sorry about the singles.
I do know Alex Walker beat Jesse Irvin today in singles, so go her. Besides that, I haven't seen anything else. So hopefully the AZ guys and gals are tearing things up.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be watching PPA this weekend. It's going to be really interesting. There's nationals coming up here in Arizona. If you're coming to that, you guys can see what Arizona is all about. We got nice weather here. It's the 70s today.
Great weather.
Here in November.
Yep.
So,
we get to start the days a little bit later, which is kind of nice. Don't have to be up at 6 to play pickleball anymore.
There you go. All right, Caden. Last things, and then we're gonna hop into your ending note here.
Oh shoot! I'll go to sleep.
All right. Lastly, everybody, I know this is a shorter one today.
Woo!
Podcast stories with Caden.
Shoot. Well, where do I start?
Sorry. Well, just really quick, everyone. It may have seemed, if it was a little unorganized today, we apologize. Okay, we're just getting back into the groove of things. All right. We got some exciting stuff coming up.
Oh yeah.
But Caden, kick us off. With the story. I know all of you look forward to this, so
yeah,
let's go.
Well, trouble always seems to find me. I'm Jack Reacher, but I was in San Diego after playing in the tournament in Newport Beach, and I was playing at these local courts in San Diego that I believe were owned by UCSD, and I can't lie. There were 4 courts. They were not great courts. The
UCSD, the college?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so, they're not great courts, pretty crap nets. And, I'll be honest, there are kids that go out there and kind of just mess around on the pickleball courts, not realizing, what they're doing. But I played 2 days there, and the first day, there were these college kids who were just acting like complete bozos, like running into the net, knocking it over, and then
were they not permanent nets then?
No, not permanent nets.
God.
And temp nets, temp nets are very easy.
Fragile.
Yeah. You could break those just by touching it. You know what I mean? So, these guys were knocking it over. They were, smacking their paddles into it, and then they'd knock it over, and the middle part had kind of torn and ripped. And instead of picking it up and fixing it immediately so it didn't rip more, they just left it on the ground, and it was kind of ugly. I was like, damn, that sucks. You know what I mean?
So wait, you were playing on another court seeing this?
Yes.
Did you tell them anything? No, you were just
it's not
observing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, people are going to do what they're going to do. These aren't my courts. I can't tell people what to do. I'm never going to be a mall cop and, act like I own the courts and
a pickle cop.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't stand when people are trying to tell others what to do. It's what, you own this place, So I'll never outwardly, make an example of someone just because they're doing something wrong. I get it. There's etiquette to pickleball, and there's, things that you do and things that you don't do in pickleball. But at the end of the day,
these are just college kids messing up some stuff.
I'm not going to tell you what is right and what is wrong unless you come up to me and say, hey, I have a question for you, or I, come up and say, hey, do you guys mind if I, give you some information on this stuff? So I wasn't going to say anything, but the second day, there were some kids there again being kind of stupid and kind of dumb, and there was this old guy, and this old guy did not like what these kids were doing to this pickleball net.
That's funny. I was gonna say, Kaden, before you continue, once you get older, Kaden, you're gonna say something, bro.
Right? So there's this older guy at the courts, and of course, he wasn't gonna be having this because he probably is on the board or something, and he probably has to pay for these nets that these kids break, right? So, he ends up going up to them and is being, and it's just I was like, oh, he's gonna say something. He's gonna say something. What's he gonna say? He literally goes up to them and is like, oh, guys, do you realize what you're doing to this net? And I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully he'll be civil. He's like, you're being stupid, right? These nets are not cheap, and you guys are treating them and just throwing them around like it's nothing. You guys need to be more respectful of not only the game, but to these nets and, what the school is providing on these courts. This is not cheap. Right. So I'm just standing there oh, shoot. But he literally called them stupid. He literally was you guys are being ridiculous. You guys are being stupid. Don't be effing stupid. I know you're not stupid. And I was just like, damn, okay, he didn't have to go to the stupid card immediately, but hey, like he has a point, And so finally, after a little bit, they were like, oh yeah, okay, and they kind of just like shoot him off. And next thing you know, I just hear him screaming, effing stupid. Where's the etiquette? Etiquette.
Wait, who's saying this?
This old guy. He was pissed.
Oh.
He was pissed. Because I think the kids were kind of just like, okay. Yeah. So he was just like, oh, my God. But yeah, long story short, I felt a little bad for the kids, but also like the guy was making a good point. I mean, he is right. If I were him and I could have said something to him, I would have said, hey, just so you know, the way you said that to those kids wasn't wrong, but it didn't make you look good. You know what I mean? Like if someone were to record the video and play it back or put it on social media, you would look like the bad guy because there wouldn't be context of what's going on.
Yeah. Wait, right? This is what you told him?
No, this is what I would have told him. This is what I would have told. Okay. Just like life lessons, like things that I've learned over time, which is absolutely nothing. But, I feel like I can teach some patience to these old folks who play pickleball.
Growing up a little bit, folks.
I just think...
all right, so what happened?
Well, it got resolved, but this guy basically blew up at these four Asian kids who went to UCSD. So
they're Asian now.
Clearly, they're not stupid. But they were
what does that have to do with
acting stupid on the court. So, yeah, this guy kind of gave him a little taste of what pickleball is like.
Yeah.
And, rightfully so. But also at the same time, hey, man, there's a chill bar. You went over the chill bar and you were no longer chill. So, I think there were lessons.
Maybe just talking nicer to people,
I think lessons on both sides, and I think you can learn from both things, whether you're the kid or the adult in this situation. And I kind of just got to watch that unfold, and it was I was a little embarrassed and a little excited at the same time.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Let us know in the comments, how would you handle that situation? Yeah. How old do you need to be to step up, Caden? And maybe a couple more decades until you step up to some.
If I saw a kid kicking, like I used to watch when I played in the Bay Area. There used to be did you ever play at Mitchell Park?
Yes.
You remember those two front courts at the front? Mm-hmm. There used to be kids from the soccer field who would take the court and play soccer on the pickleball court. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but also that soccer ball is way too much force for the pickleball net.
Yeah, they're kicking it up and it's landing on the top of the net.
Yeah, boom. I mean, and they kick, if they miss it and they kick it in the net, the net is yoing, 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 right? So I'm like, oh my God. So I have spoken up there before where I'm kind of just hey, I don't want to be that guy, but this soccer ball is literally going to break this net.
Yeah.
And these nets are already cheap. You know what I mean? As in, these nets are already broken because so many dumb pickleball players have almost broken it because they don't know what to do, And so if you kick a soccer ball into if it's a tennis ball, whatever, but even then, if it's a temp net and a tennis ball, slightly different.
Yeah.
Right. So there are situations where maybe I'd step up and say something and, but I would be very civil about it. I'd just be like, hey, I hate to tell you this, but as a pickleball player, that soccer ball is going to break this net. And if you keep doing that, we're not going to have a pickleball court. So can you just go play on the grass?
There you go.
Please,
hey, that's a nice way. Hey, leave a, some of you that listen to this podcast love to type long responses in the comments.
No kidding.
Leave a story. Leave a story, something maybe you've encountered or you heard. We'd love to read it on the next pod, maybe.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I love stories.
Yeah. But anyways, we got a really, really, really busy week. Kaden and I have that intensive next week.
Starting on Tuesday. Let's go.
Super excited about that. Again, if you want to sign up for that, make sure you check the description below. Closing thoughts, Kaden. Let's go. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Make sure you subscribe.
Place your vote. Say hi to your mom. Not from me. Just say hi to your mom. Tell her you love her. All right. I love my mom. I'm going to call her today because I love her so much. My mom and I have a little pact going right now where We talk every single day on the phone. Not text. We text every day, but
you're trying to see how many days in a row you can.
I can call her. Yes.
Okay. And or how did that come into?
Well, my mom called me one time and said, "Did you know your cousin Cameron and Auntie Sandy, they talk every day?" And I was like, "Why do you sound jealous? Like, we talk every day." And she was like, "Oh, we do not." And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay. Well, then I'm gonna prove you wrong."
Oh.
So now so yeah. And plus, talking to my mom every day is like the best part of my day. So, I love you, Mom. If you're watching this, which I know you're not, I love you. And my mom doesn't really do pickleball. So, for those that, have met my mom, it's probably my dad's girlfriend, but that's not actually my mom. But, anyways, hey everybody, election day, do your thing. We love you. Thanks for the support. We'll catch you guys in the next one.